I have a couple gaming stories here I'm going to merge together from the Activision Blizzard Substack. Activision's Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick sent out the following email to staff on Tuesday. This is regarding the Microsoft purchase of ABK, Activision Blizzard King. Team, as you know, a proposed merger, as they're calling it, with Microsoft is under review by regulatory agencies around the world, blah, blah, blah. I'll continue to provide updates regarding the deal. You know, that they've spoken at closed-door hearings with the EC and everything. The good news is regulators who initially had concerns about console competition are starting to better understand our industry. We're seeing more and more people, like friends that he mentions right here towards the end. You may have also seen today that the Japan Fair Trade Commission found that the deal wouldn't hard competition and unconditionally cleared our transaction. We'll update you again when we have more information to share. I think it's only a matter of time now, because quite frankly they're running out of reasons to hold up the deal. So I think it's only a matter of time before the deal is approved. We got a story here from Eurogamer. Australian government seeks to classify all games with loot boxes as mature. That is the clearest indication that we could give not only to consumers but also to the industry. This is obviously, I would consider this to be a win, to be a good thing, because quite frankly the loot boxes and all that kind of shit, they shouldn't be like with kids. You shouldn't be having, you know, kids getting involved with that stuff. Oh, I got mom's credit card or dad's credit card or whatever. I'm gonna go buy me a bunch of fill in the blanks of whatever the hell it is. But anyway, the Australian government is looking to make improvements on classification ratings for video games. The MP Andrew Wilkie proposed a bill to the government in November last year, which would enforce an R18 plus or RC refused classification rating on all games, which includes sales of loot boxes. Games with simulated games such as in-game casinos would be required in an R18 plus rating under the proposed changes. The only pushback I would have against that is like if it's just like one of those, you know, card games, like it's actual just a poker game and stuff, but you can't bet real money or any of that stuff. You know, in other words, the way games used to be. But, or, well, those casino type games used to be. Now they would try to monetize and stuff. Anyway. Several games would be affected by the proposed changes, such as FIFA 23, which would see their classification level rise from general to mature. I don't know how much this will actually do, but it's good to see governments actually trying stuff, because it's ridiculous that they're trying to take advantage of people. It's one thing, you can only do so much for adults. You know, if an adult has a gambling problem, an addiction problem, they need to get help for it. But it's like, there's only so much you can do before you start infringing upon the rights of other people who don't have that gambling problem to play these games and stuff. But it's like when you're talking about kids, that's when you know, I would say most people are in agreement that children shouldn't be exposed to such things. But I mean, I don't want to speak for anybody or for everybody. Anyway, in order for the proposal to be passed, attorney generals for all Australian states and territories will need to agree. And that's where the article ends. I'll link both of these in the description box and read them for yourself. I'm definitely in favor of any game that has loot boxes and that kind of bullshit in there to be like marked as mature and stuff. Like I said, I don't know how much it'll truly help, but I mean, what else can you really do as like a government? You don't want to ban these games outright, because there's plenty of people who have no problem whatsoever with FIFA and all that stuff. I'll buy a pack here or Madden or whatever. I mean, there's a ton of games with these loot boxes, and a lot of people don't have problems with it. Now, some who do, like I said, you gotta get some help or something. But you know, they gotta try something. Now, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. I think both of these stories are kind of interesting in different ways. The Microsoft deal is interesting because it's going to be a big shift in the games industry, the console industry. I don't know if it'll be as like detrimental, especially because they're going to keep Call of Duty. Hell, they're bringing Call of Duty to Nintendo and Nvidia and all that stuff. Then here with this, like I said, not to repeat myself 100 times, but I'm against loot boxes in general, so anything that could limit that, I'm in favor of. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.